Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First down throw. Here's Franks. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. But Charles, a look now at the Falcons 2022 draft class, and you see with so many of their picks, especially early, they were really focused on getting guys who could contribute as starters right away, and guys who had plenty of upside to develop as they try to do this rebuild the right way.
And as you described, what they think is a difference maker, a wide receiver, Drake London, they took him 8th overall. He goes right into the starting lineup. And on defense, a screaming need for pass rushers. They took edge Arnold Ebiketie in the 2nd round. That should be 2 instant difference makers on either side of the ball. And let's not forget, they took Desmond Ridder, the quarterback out of Cincinnati, in the 3rd round. He'll have a chance to start in the 2nd half of the season.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Franks. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Franks now. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working out of the gun, Franks. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Franks. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This is caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. On 1st down, here's Franks. And incomplete on the deep ball.
anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Frank's looking to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Falcons at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Walker. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Geno down to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Kenneth Walker.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Eluding the pressure right. Zacchaeus here hauling it in.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Flush to his right. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Franks will throw for it on 4th down.
Complete to Zacchaeus.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
2nd down, Franks.
Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern.
Now this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Smith on first down.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On first down, it's Smith.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing now is Geno.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Franks eluding the pressure right.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They'll go. It's Patterson.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Franks now to throw on 1st down.
Flush to his right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
2nd and short now following the fumble.
Operating from the gun. Franks.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Franks. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Darrell Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Flushed out right. And this one too low. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Franks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker, finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun snap for Smith. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Smith throwing again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run with a rookie from BYU, Tyler Algier.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Franks. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Franks buying time to his left.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Franks. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.